Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine. This is Beauty by Jasmine. If you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much as well. Today I am doing a foundation routine. Today I am doing a foundation routine slash full coverage face. I don't know, like, this is an everyday face makeup for me, but I know not everybody is likes to leave the house in full coverage makeup every day. This is something that has been not highly requested. Nothing of mine is highly requested, but this is something that somebody brought to my attention. Some other people might be interested in it, so here it is. Let's jump right in. I'm going to go in with my Cover FX blurring primer because I love a good blur. I do have pretty textured skin, so that's like annoying, but a blurring primer really helps with how my skin looks once everything's all said and done. Alright, next I'm going to jump right into my foundation itself. I am using lately the Makeup Revolution foundation sticks. I really love these. If you're really into a full coverage foundation and you need something that's more affordable than like a $50 foundation, these are really the way to go. I don't suggest these if you have really dry skin because they can be kind of clingy, but they do work really well for the oily side like my skin. So right now I am using the shades F4 and F5 because I have kind of a tan, but the difference between F4 and F5 is actually like crazy. So this is F4 and that is just one swipe. Like, the amount of pigmentation in these is amazing, so that's really why I love them. And for only $9 you really can't beat that. So, but the F4 is just a little light on me and the F5 is just a little too dark, so you know, gotta use a little bit of each, which is okay because they are so affordable. I don't really mind, and I try and like focus the darker foundation really like on places where I probably won't be highlighting much. These do blend out like pretty amazingly. A really amazing finish, very dewy, very full coverage. I almost said natural, but like pretty far from natural, but very dewy, very glowy. Alright, there we are for the foundation. You guys can probably see like in the camera just how glowy, and I do naturally, like, I am pretty lucky. I have naturally pretty glowy skin, so I think that does help, but it's definitely a glowy foundation. I love this foundation. I highly recommend this foundation. If you're looking for like a good back to school or everyday wear foundation, it doesn't last very long if you wear it every day because, well, at least for me, I used quite a bit because I really do like to be as full coverage as possible. I hate my freckles, so this foundation covers up my freckles pretty much perfectly, if you can't tell. So I also am not into using concealer lately, so I have been going back in lately just with the F4 and kind of just doing that under my eyes because I just want to brighten them up and add a little bit of coverage. Sometimes I'll do my chin and my forehead depending on how, and maybe my nose. Sometimes I'll add a little bit of my Shape Tape if I want to brighten it up just a little bit more, but being that I am a little bit tanner right now, it's not really necessary anymore. But if I'm pretty white and I'm already using the lightest shade of foundation, then I will definitely still go in with the concealer and brighten it up. Alright, today I am using my Airspun powder. This powder really does work really well, like with just about anything. I have the Laura Mercier powder, but like for the price point, this powder is almost better. Like, I hate to say it, but like this powder, the Airspun powder definitely flashes back and the Laura Mercier doesn't. This powder will bake literally just as good as my Laura Mercier, sometimes if not better, depending on like what foundation or concealer I'm using. The Laura Mercier, in my opinion, really does not work well with Shape Tape. And so that's kind of why I've put it away, because I wear Shape Tape every day under my eyebrows, so I tend to reach for the Airspun way more often than the Laura Mercier. So you can see, like, I am baking right now. I'll be wiping away some of this powder, but like the glowiness in this foundation, the powder has really mattified it nicely. It's still a little bit glowy, like in person, but not overkill, like almost looking oily like it does in the camera without any powder. Alright, and I usually like to go in with just a big old fluffy brush for the rest of my face and apply a little bit of powder. That way my bronzer and my blush and my highlight lays down really nicely without causing my foundation to get patchy. So I usually use my Real Techniques brush, and this is the number 100, and I just like to pat that in. No sweeping motions, because that kind of causes lines in your foundation. This foundation honestly just performs so well compared to some of the other foundations I've tried that are like nearly $50. So like I said in the beginning, I do highly recommend this foundation. One of my best friends, she actually got me introduced to this foundation, and I tried hers and I loved it. So I had to, of course, go get my own, and I've been hooked on it ever since. Alright, now I'm going to go in with my Benefit Hoola Bronzer. I love this stuff. This is like the first high-end bronzer that I ever bought, and the last, because it works so well. I've been afraid to stray away because bronzers so easily look so orange on me and so weird, and this doesn't, so I'm not even tempted to try anything else because I already know this works for me, so I'll just stick with it. So anyways, I'm taking this on this like random brush. I'm pretty sure my boyfriend got it for me in a set or something like that sometime along the way, but I love it. It's perfect for fitting right where I want the bronzer to go. And I do normally pat the bronzer into my skin at first. Alright, and now I'm actually going to clean up this bronzer work with my dry Real Techniques sponge again and my Airspun powder, and I'm just going to pat the flat side in there and really coat it. Now I'm going to clean away this setting powder on underneath my bronzer. Alright, now I am going to go in with my one and only Anastasia X Amrezy highlight. I live for this highlight. It's literally the only highlight I use now. I don't even have time for any other highlights because I already know this is my shit. And I am going to use this on my Morphe M510 brush. I'm just going to really generously, no holding back because your girl wants to glow as much as possible, tap off the excess that might fall out and just go right in. And yes, y'all, this is literally no filter, no extra lighting. This is natural lighting. This is why this stuff is literally gold. How could you not want to be a glowing goddess and just blind everybody? Add a little bit up here. I'm going to very lightly touch my skin with the brush because I don't need to overdo it up here because my foundation already is pretty dewy, but I still do want to be glowing on all the high points, a little bit on the tip of my nose. I know some people don't like to do this, but I couldn't care less. The Cupid's bow, Mario Badescu spray, just to really get that highlighter set into my skin. Alright guys, this is it. This is the foundation, the setting powder, the really the everything, just the full face routine. I am going to get off the camera, put some mascara on, curl my eyelashes, put on some eyelashes, and then I will be back. Alright, I am back. This is it. Mascara on, eyelashes curled, and I did add some lipstick. If you guys are interested in any more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment any video ideas down below that you may have, and thank you for watching today's video. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.